everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Bronte. If you're a regular viewer, you can probably tell that I have a really bad cold, so I really am so sorry for my croaky voice, but the show must go on. So yes, this week we are here to do a big recap of September in my books. I have not really included my reading journal or my planner in the past few recaps that we've done, just because I guess my reading journal I was not using so much, and my planner was all a bit up in the air. So yeah, I feel a bit more settled in those things this month, so we're gonna go through all three of my books. So I will introduce them to you. I have on the top here my Hobonichi Weeks. This is the same Hobonichi Weeks I've been using as my reading journal all year. It's the black gingham paper series, but I've covered it with black cardstock, just kind of slotted into the cover for a bit of a change for the autumn. And I've got this bookmark from Catherine Carr's shop in here, and this is a sticker from Honey Plum paper that still has the backing on it. I don't want to use it yet. And then I've got my planner, which I'm currently doing kind of a bullet journal setup in this B6 Wonderland222 notebook. This is the 365 page one, and I've covered it again with some like scrapbooking paper and some stickers and a printout of a nice picture that I got off Pinterest. And then I am still in my faithful Hobonichi Cousin. This is the Spring Start one, but I am going to swap out of this in December when the year ends. I am going to move to my Paper Test Designs A5. And I've put the brownie plaid cover back on for I don't know how long, but yeah, we've got the cover back on for now. And I actually have the cover on it as well, so I can have this postcard and this leaf that I collected and dried in the cover. And actually in the back, I've got this postcard that I got at the V&A, which matches one of my tattoos. Wait, let me see if I can show you guys. This one, can you see? I don't know if you can see that, but I have like a one of these kind of eye brooch tattoos on below my elbow. And I saw this postcard and I was like, okay, clearly I've got to own that postcard. And then this is a thank you card from Megan Rhiannon's shop. So those are just in the back. I did notice just now that this has kind of slipped and is a bit wonky. There, that's better. I just don't want to put washi tape on the fabric of this cover, so these are literally just slotted in. But yeah, okay, that's the lineup. So shall we go smallest to biggest? So in my weeks, I was at the kind of start of this year calling this more of a hobbies journal, but it has definitely evolved into more of a reading journal. I also knit. I do a lot of knitting. Well, I used to do a lot of knitting, and I find that I'm not knitting as much recently. Maybe that's why it's mainly reading in here now, but the intention was to kind of record things about knitting projects as well. But I just haven't finished anything for ages. I keep starting new things. So yeah, so the 1st of September was a Sunday, and I just made a note about Hobonichi Day. The first full week of September, I haven't got very much filled out. I was really excited about this decoration that I did. This kind of, I guess, like a bit of a hodgepodge of different things I really like, but I finished a book this week, but I think this was the last one in the series that I was reading, and I didn't have much to say about it. I think because I wrote quite a lot in my cousin, which is a good point for me to mention that probably not going to have a separate reading journal for 2025. I think that I will be doing my reading journal spreads in my Paper Test Designs book. yeah, I know I keep kind of doing a bit of like a dropping breadcrumbs about my 2025 lineup. Um, I am I have things that are on pre-order that haven't arrived yet, and I was kind of hoping for those to arrive before I did the full lineup, but honestly, I think the one of the planners I've ordered, which is the Pay Planner Monkey Co. Freely Planned, her new version of the Freely Planned, I don't know if that's going to arrive actually before the new year, so there's no sense really in waiting. So I might talk you through part of my lineup, and then I guess when everything is in hand, we can do setups and stuff. Yeah, sorry, that was a bit of a tangent. So let's see. Okay, so this week of September, I was in Greece on holiday, so I filled this out kind of retrospectively. I did have the decoration laid out, and I really like it. I think it's really cute with these Freckles Tea like pear stickers from a pet tape. But I just put a few notes in about the holiday. I didn't feel like I needed to write loads. I did read 3 books while I was on holiday, so I made a note of what I'd read. And I did do some knitting on the plane and whilst we were in Greece, and I just made a bit of a note about that as well. Okay, so this week I finished reading An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson, which I had as an advanced reader's copy, and I had quite a lot of thoughts, so they took up the majority of this page. And what else? I think mainly I was writing this week about An Academy for Liars. Clearly was occupying a lot of my thoughts. This is last week. I don't really have anything to add to the spread. I might go through my cousin and just kind of comb through to see if there are any extra details I want to add, but yeah, I'm trying to be better with like having this blank space, because I think since August really I've had quite a lot of blank space. July, the spreads are nice, and I don't really, yeah, I guess I don't know why I have less to say. I think maybe I'm just writing a lot more in my cousin. It's just kind of organically migrating over there, which I'm okay with, honestly. So this week. Today is Saturday. It's Saturday morning, and I have not filled anything out, as you can see, for Friday, but I probably will add something in for Friday. I went to Kew Gardens yesterday, and that was just really nice. So I'll probably write a little bit about that. I know that's not reading or hobbies related, but sometimes I just kind of throw in what feels right in here. So this week I received my stickers that I did with kind of in collaboration with Olive and Mabel Co. So I put the sticker that Jenny made for the packaging in here, and the buttons and this crocheted granny square are part of my sticker sheets. I think we will be doing a restock, just an FYI, so yeah, I know some people have been asking me, so yeah. So this week my reading has slowed down a little bit. I think it's because I'm reading a paperback and not on my Kindle. I just can read so much faster on Kindle, and I don't know why. I feel like that happens to quite a lot of people, and I don't understand it, but here we are. This week I am reading Venko by, who's it by? Did I write it on here? Yeah, Sherry Dimmerline. I'm not sure how to say their name, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm just, I guess the pacing, maybe it's a little slow, and it keeps, like, some of it's jumping around, and it's not that I'm not enjoying it, it's just that, like, I can't read big chunks at one time, I guess. It's not like a binge read book for me. Anyway, so I'm not going to finish that, obviously, by the end of the week, but I did put in my October TBR list in here, which is very optimistic, and that's what this note is saying. But yeah, I'm reading The Blackbird Oracle by Deborah Harkness on audiobook, but I just ran out of my 15 hours of allotted time on Spotify this morning. So I can't finish that for another 18 days unless I pay like £10, which is so annoying. I don't know. I guess I'll just wait. But yeah, all of the books on my October TBR are books I have in like a physical book form, because I have been reading a lot on my Kindle recently, which is fine. I love reading on my Kindle, but I do have a lot of physical books. So I really feel like I should go through some of those before I kind of go back to some of the like Kindle Unlimited stuff that I want to read, because those, you know, I can get to those anytime. And I mean, I can get to my paperbacks anytime too, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like the paperbacks are like weighing on my conscience. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm rambling about October, so I'm going to stop rambling about October. But yeah, that's a look into the first week of October in here, I guess. I do have pages decorated for, I think, the rest of the month. Oh, this week is not so decorated. I just have a piece of washi. And then I have my Halloween week decorated. I'm drinking tea today, not coffee, which is very unusual for me, but for some reason, like, I had a cup of coffee this morning and it just like did not scratch the coffee itch. I don't know if that happens to anyone else. There was something just like, it just wasn't quite right. So I decided to have tea instead. Okay, so this is my bullet journal. I started this in September. I basically decided to, I was using a Moleskine weekly and decided to set this up to see what it would be like, because I had this notebook knocking around and I really liked it. So the Moleskine got abandoned and this became the system, or the planner, sorry. So I drew out the September calendar and I had some stickers left over from when I dated my undated common planner. So I had stickers left over from that and decided to use them here, and they worked really well because they blend so well into the paper. And yeah, just did a little bit of minimal decoration. Like I do, so for a monthly spread, I do really like to see the overview of the month. It just really helps me. I don't know why it helps me so much, but it does. I really need a monthly and a weekly layout in my planners. And I guess the beauty of making your own layouts is that you can just do what you want. So the monthly calendar is followed by weekly spreads. And I kind of took a cue from my Paper Test Designs book, which I have for next year. So there is a kind of week to view on the left-hand side of the page, which is half the page. The Wonderland222 notebook has kind of a dividing line that runs horizontally and vertically. Is that right? Yeah, vertical's this way. Brain fog, sorry. Yeah, so the Wonderland222 has that kind of marked in, so it makes it quite easy to draw things out. I wasn't sure when I kind of started this whether I would just hate drawing out the layouts, and I haven't actually minded it so much. I am excited to have the Planner Monkey Co book for next year with the layouts kind of in the book. But yeah, I've been managing. So this is the first week of September. September, as we just said, started on a Sunday, so this basically starts on the Monday. And I have like a list of things I need to do in the week, and then things about Instagram posting, and then the right-hand page is left blank. And I have ended up dividing it again down the middle and using it for to-do lists. And then here was some stuff I wanted to remember for the holiday we were going on. So this jumps from the 8th to the 16th. I did not draw out the layout for the week we were on holiday because I didn't need it. And that was also really nice to just be able to be like, okay, don't need that week, let's just move straight on. This week, because we had just been away on holiday, was very busy. So I had a long to-do list and I never strike through my to-dos. I always just, you know, cross them off here with an X. But this week I kind of had to strike them through because I had so much stuff to do. This list was really overwhelming, and I just found it better to kind of strike through what I had done. So I actually didn't highlight Sunday there. I'm just going to do that retrospectively. I don't often do that sort of thing, but yeah. Okay. So yeah, I have I moved my Instagram list up to this right hand page for this week because I didn't have any space here. And I have been doing that, I think, the next few weeks. This week I had a list of shops I wanted to shop with in the Planner Boss Collective fall sale because that started on the Saturday, I think. So this was last week. I was sick this week and I'm sick again now the following week. So this was last week, and then this week I'm sick too. So my spreads have been very sparse. I've also just worked 2 Saturdays consecutively. Normally I work every other Saturday, and that has tired me out too because it's like a busy time for a knitting shop. Like it's September. Nope, it's October now, but like it's like sweater season, so lots of people want to come back and make sweaters and stuff. I have October set up in here. I really try to make an effort every October to make all of my spreads as spooky as possible. So I'm really pleased with how this monthly spread turned out, and then I also have spooky spreads for each week as well. And I have these already set up. I just was kind of on a roll one day and just set up the whole of October and my calendar for November as well. And I guess I'll draw out November's layouts and then do December. And then it's all done for me until the end of the year. So that's quite nice. Yeah, this is this week. I've literally just filled this stuff out like this morning, like 2 hours ago, because like I just said, like I've been sick again and I've just not been in this book very much in the past couple of weeks, which is fine. Sometimes it's just like that, right? I am very much like less precious about kind of empty spreads and stuff in this book. I guess because it feels lower stakes, which is nice. I saw my friend yesterday and they are a journaler as well, and we were talking about like certain notebooks feeling like high stakes, and therefore you like baby them and you're like very precious about what goes into them. And we were kind of talking about like how you can like unlearn that attitude, which was quite interesting. For some reason this is that book for me. I'm not precious about it and I really like that. So yeah, I really need to kind of adopt that attitude next year with my Planner Monkey Co. one. Fingers crossed I can do it. Okay, so here we are, the cousin. Let me just check this is all in frame. I think it will be. Okay, so I redid some of my kind of pocket decoration for autumn. I have this card from Killer Views in here. It's like a planner card. Or I think she sells these as washi cards, but it's too damn nice to wrap washi around, so just use it as a bit of decoration. This is a greetings card that was sent to me by Jenny of Olive and Mabel, and I absolutely love it. I feel like, yeah, she really got the measure of me there. And this bookmark is from Alice Illustrate. I got this from her at Stationery Fest in Manchester. Where was it? Wait. I can't remember which pocket it was in. There. Okay. And I've got a bookmark from Crafty Brina and some Paper Bits Co. freebies. And my Gloomy, my notebook Gloomy is here. I try and always have this one in my book. I just really like it. So yeah, okay, let's find September. Okay. Ooh, the sun's coming out. Sorry if the light's getting a bit changeable. I hope that's not too distracting. I've been really hot and cold because I've been sick, so the jumper's come off. Okay. So September. I am really pleased with how my pages turned out this month, and I think last month in August was kind of a bit of a turning point for me in this book, where I just something clicked and everything started working out really nicely. I don't really know how else to describe it. I think I'm just really settled in an A5 layout, and I'm excited for next year, because I have the Paper Test Designs book for next year. It's much more free, but I do like the structured pages. So yeah, I think I'll kind of talk about in a separate video how I'm gonna work with that as a thing that I need to deal with, if that makes any sense at all. I think maybe what I'll do is kind of like a suggested layouts, or like how to structure pages and stuff. Anyway, let me know what you think. So the Sunday was Hobonichi Day, so I kind of made some notes about what I had ordered, and I put this printed image. I printed out a bunch of kind of autumnal photos from Pinterest to dot throughout my pages, and that's been really nice. I don't have a printer at home, so I sneakily used the one at work, and it is really nice to have printed stuff in this book. I wish I was able to put more printouts and stuff in here, but yeah, I don't have my own printer. So but I used this picture to kind of welcome September, and I just wrote a bit about what I was excited for the season, because I think, like many of us, autumn is my favourite time of year. I really like the winter too, and honestly I really love spring, and I love seeing all the new leaves come out, but autumn has my heart. I love seeing all the leaves change, and it just kind of feels like September is the beginning of a new year to me somehow. So yeah, September feels like a real turning point, and I really like to kind of I guess just really be kind of present in the season. This sounds kind of like airy fairy, but like I've really been trying to do this year to just like really enjoy the season as much as I possibly can. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. So this week I kind of did a thing where if I had a little bit of blank space, I would use one of these butterfly stickers. I got these in Poundland for all of my like UK friends. They have really cute stickers that are supposed to be for kids, obviously, or I guess they're marketed to kids, but yeah. You can find some good ones, and these letters are also from Poundland, so yeah. This is a little note, like check your local like cheap shops for stickers, because there often is some stuff in there. So a lot of this spread was dedicated to my review, or like my notes for A Dark and Drowning Tide by Alison Saft. I absolutely loved this book. I read it as an advanced reader's copy, and it was great, and I had a lot of thoughts, and so I did something here that I've never done before, where I've turned my book before like this, but I actually ran out of space on this page, and so I just flowed on to the next one, and I really like how this looks. So I did this at another point in the month, I think, which we'll come to, but that was a bit of a revelation for me. I think I'm such a rule follower. I am such a rule follower. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but even doing this felt like I was breaking some weird rule. So it was nice to like kind of squash that out of my brain, being like, you don't have to follow that rule. You can do whatever you want. As Claire says, it's only paper. Like, don't be afraid of the paper. Yeah, I think that's a really, really important message to kind of hold with you. So this spread was kind of quite a lot of chatting about knitting, which I've not had like a good kind of knitting mojo, as we say. I have just kind of been a bit like meh about knitting over the summer, and on the Wednesday I picked out yarn for a new project, which was this sweater, the Nocturnal Sweater by The Petite Knitter. And this came out around this time last year, and I saw it and I thought, oh, that's cute, but I don't know if I would like want to make that, or like I guess, I don't know, I was just like in a different headspace. And then on the Wednesday it was fairly quiet at the shop, so my boss and I were able to kind of chatter about knitting together, which is something that is so nice to be able to do. And I decided to pick out this project to take on holiday with me, and it's coming along swimmingly. It's going to be my Halloween jumper. I want to finish it in time for Halloween. I'm about to finish the body of the sweater, and then I just have the sleeves and the neckband. So yes, I'm excited for that. Oh, I should have talked about decoration for this week. Okay. We've got washi tape from the washi station, which I got in New York. I have stickers from various pet tapes and the kind of kitcheny ones. This tea kettle, the mugs, those are from a Cozy Car sticker sheet. Then I also have been, you know, marking my mood and like various things for the days with my favourite character stickers. So we've got Solam Creative and Coffee Monsters Co. this week. This one's a Papershire one. So Thursday I didn't do much, I didn't do any journaling, but the page is still full, I guess. I wrote quite a lot about my planner system for next year. I say this probably in every video, but I'm such like a brain on paper person. I have to like write things down to make sense of them, and also I have to write it down, otherwise I'll forget it. So yeah, I think what I will have written here is maybe already changed, but anyway, yeah. So again, yeah, here I kind of wrote a lot of text kind of across the 2 pages. This was about the this series that I finished by Trisha Wolfe. I can't remember what the series is. Hollow's Row. Is that the series? I think that's the series. Yeah, and it had a big plot twist at the end, so I was able to use these stickers from Killer Views, and I think it turned out nicely. Again, like kind of like weird flow across the pages. I like it a lot. This Saturday I got some stickers from AliExpress that arrived. I ordered like 1 roll of something, which I never do. I normally try and get like a few bits to make it worth it to like wait for 2 weeks. But I just got 1 roll of stickers and they're really nice, and I put some on this page. Sunday was the day before we went on holiday, so I think I was writing about that stuff. Yeah, here I wrote about deciding to just bring my Kindle to Greece because I ended up running out of space in my hand luggage. Okay, so then Monday was the day we flew to Greece. There's a hole in this page that I ended up patching with some ephemera on the other side, but I moved these stickers and pulled a hole in the page, but it's fine, it's only paper. I've got my, this is like our luggage sticker here. The Tuesday we went to another island on the ferry, and this was one of our ferry tickets, so I put that in here. I did not do tons of like journaling or kind of like writing when I was in Greece. I was honestly just really loving like quiet time, and I read a lot and just like laid in the sun. It was just really good. It was exactly what a holiday should be. I have some kind of fruit and veg cutouts dotted throughout this week. I picked up an extra bag from the fruit and veg shop and cut some stuff out to stick in here. Lemons here. I wrote here about getting some stickers while I was on holiday. This receipt is from the stationery shop. So this is my stationery shop receipt, and underneath is this apple. I did quite a lot of like filling with stickers this week because I'd had such success using the butterflies the previous week. I brought some like half sheets of Giving Girl stickers I had that I wanted to use up, and so those are dotted around these pages. So I will be the first to admit that like these are not my finest pages, but it was because I was on holiday. Like, please cut me some slack. I'm trying to cut myself some slack. I made some coasters for the house that we stayed in because it's the house of our friend's parents. I made them some of these coasters, but I made the colours like the kind of Greek evil eye, and I think that they were very well received, or they were very well received, which was nice. So that's a little Polaroid of them there. I did put some book reviews in up here, and then wrote about coming back home to London on the Sunday. I had some Happy Mail waiting for me. So on the Monday, I collected my parcels and I had my Hobonichi order was waiting for me. So I kind of saved the sticker from the box and put that in here. I had laid out this image, or like stuck this image in, before we went on holiday, because I was really hoping I would come back to like this like soggy pavements, loads of leaves on the ground weather. We did not. It was still hot, which I was very upset about. But yeah, it's cooled down now, so it's fine. This week I was writing with my TWSBI, which is inked with this ink, Ablation Papers and Press Ablation Olive. This is absolutely gorgeous ink, and I have actually used it 2 weeks in a row, which I never do. But I love it, so yeah. I did a bit on this day about it was the publication day for A Dark and Drowning Tide, so I just wrote a little bit about that. I had a little Planner Monkey Co. order arrive, which included this cute washi tape, which I really need to use. The Thursday, there was no journaling, as you can see, but I did write a little bit about my shopping that I wanted to do in the Planner Boss Collective sale, and I filled up a little bit with a couple of stickers. This one and this kind of frame type one were already laid out, and I added these kind of like little Polaroid-y like slides and the spoon just to fill up a little bit. Friday was a day off for me, so I ran some errands, and I got a pumpkin spice latte from Orla and Steen, which I've not tried their pumpkin spice before, and it was really nice. So I used this cute Papershire sticker. I'm really bad at like remembering I have seasonal stickers. So I have so many cute kind of like October, November Papershire stickers that I really need to just use. Then Saturday, I was at work and I used this Leave Me Alone Paper Bits Co sticker because I was feeling that after I got home. And I put this sticker down, this photograph in, another one from Pinterest, because I was almost finished with an Academy for Liars, and this has an Academy for Liars vibes. And I guess I just had a bit of a gap to fill, and it just fitted perfectly. Because I have so many books I'm excited to read. I wrote here like must read faster, OMG. Sunday was the day Jenny and I announced our collab with Oliver Mabel, and we also had a journal meetup. My first time organising a journal meetup in kind of collaboration with Elle of The Common Corner, and it was really lovely. And so I kind of wrote a bit of like a mushy bit about how nice of a time we had together. Jo of This Jo Journals brought her little portable printer, and she printed out, we took like kind of like a planner stack photo, and Jo printed a picture for each of us to put in our journals, which was so nice. So the 22nd was the first official day of autumn, but I didn't have space to write about it on the 22nd, so I put it on the 23rd. This page got like really broken up, but I don't hate it. I quite like it actually. I have this Canada Post. Wait, what's this called? A stamp. Oh my god, that took me like 10 seconds. Wow. Okay, yeah, I have this stamp from Canada that was on my Coffee Monsters Co. Happy Mail that arrived on this day. Wow, that I really am brain foggy still. I wrote this reading list out on this honey plum paper, like note paper. This is the same reading list that's in my weeks. I actually copied it into the weeks from here because I wanted it in both places. Which is another reason for me to not have a separate reading journal, because I actually find myself duplicating information quite a lot, because this is just where I want to put everything. Okay, so yeah, 24th, sorry, Tuesday, I was sick, but it was the launch of our collaboration and loads of stuff sold out. I was really kind of blown away. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, like I said, there will be a restock, fingers crossed, of stickers. The 25th was my boyfriend's birthday, and I just wrote a bit about what he was doing, because he actually went out with his friends. And I had to use this sticky note to cover up some writing, because I don't know why. I think because I was curled up on the sofa, I wrote in the kind of Hobonichi column here this much, and my handwriting looked like trash. And normally I just don't mind that and I'll just go with it, but this time I was like, I can't, I have to cover that up. So I covered it up, and then here I made a note about like that I'd written really messily. This was where I swatched my Coffee Monsters Halloween washi tape, which is so cute. I've never had a Halloween washi tape from Helen's shop before. I don't know why. I think every year I see them and I think like, oh, that's so cute, but when will I be able to use that? Like, not very often. This one, I just was like, I have to have this one. I love it. The Thursday, I didn't do any journaling. I wrote a bit about what I was currently reading, which is, or it was, The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, which is the sequel to The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Those books have such long titles. Wow. Because I'd been poorly, Chris got me a gift voucher for Waterstones, which is something that he does like as a little treat for me. He'll just kind of like leave them on my desk for me to find sometimes, and it's just so sweet. And this time he wrote Brat Autumn 2024, because I've been trying to like, he's very like offline, like he doesn't have Instagram or Facebook or anything. So like a lot of the kind of things that like trend on Instagram, he doesn't know about. Like the other day I said to him something about Chapel Roan, and he was like, who's that? And it made me laugh, because like I would love to be that offline, honestly. Sometimes I wish I was that offline. But that is to say that like I've been trying to educate him about Brat Girl Summer, and he's clearly like made it his own, and I loved it so much. So I had to put that in here. The Friday, Chris and I had lunch with our friends, two of our friends who are also his business partners, and then I went off to do a little bit of kind of poking around the shops by myself. But before that, Chris and I went to a new bookshop, and I got a book that's about horror films. It's like a non-fiction. It's called Feeding the Monster, Why Horror Has a Hold on Us, and it's I'm excited to read that. And I have a leaf here that I've pressed. Saturday was a work day, so I kind of used this Giving Girl sticker because it was busy and quiet at the same time. Like, we go through periods of like being really run off our feet, and then like there's no customers for like an hour. So yeah, that was me on my phone, like looking on Pinterest when it was quiet. I made some notes about something I want to knit. Sunday, Chris and I went for brunch together, which was really nice, and it was just like such a cozy autumnal day. I think this Saturday the weather really turned cold. So yeah, I used these Giving Girl letters to spell out sweater weather. And this sweater stack is from the Giving Girl as well. And I had a little space that I didn't know how to fill, or like I didn't want to force myself to fill it up with a journal entry. So yeah, I did like a currently inked selection of my pens, and I think I have such a good selection of pens inked right now. And they made like this sweet little like a kind of rainbow, this kind of gloomy rainbow. I think it looks really nice. And then the 30th, Monday, was the last day of September. Wow. And here I wrote, I have a stinky cold, because I had a really bad cold. Like, I've had it all week. So yeah, I made a note about the fact that I'd done a lot of reading. I think because I did a lot of laying on the sofa, I was reading on my Kindle. And made a note about how I was looking at planner covers, but I didn't get anything. Just a note about writing with the ink I was writing with, which is Diamine Writer's Blood, that I have continued writing with for the rest of the week. Today's Saturday, so I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to like chat about these pages because this is October's stuff, so yeah. But okay, yeah, that's it. I don't know if you guys are new here or not, but I don't use the weekly pages in the Cousin. This is very much like a daily pages only book now. I used to use them, now I don't. Yeah, I love the daily pages in this book so much, as I guess you can tell, like they end up very full and lovely. I think this month has been a good month for these kind of full spreads, which is very nice. But yeah, I am excited to kind of have a different system for next year too. And like I said at the beginning, yeah, hopefully we'll talk about that in a future video. But okay, yes, thank you so much for being here, everybody. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being interested in what I have to say. That really means a lot to me. I hope you have a really nice week, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.